final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Missouri's offense will have the football first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's man. Finds his man, it's Dickens. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Makes the grab. It's Rousseau. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Or did he find a hole in the defense? And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, how about that play? The big fella, one of the biggest guys, the biggest receivers on the field, right down the middle of the field, wide open. You can definitely tell the defense busted on that one.
Looking for space. It's Dickens. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Dropping back. It's man. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Missouri! Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the quick completion. Crosses to 35. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Missouri wants to go fast.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Going with the ground game left. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield. It's man. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They've scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Complete to the right. Hits the crease. Slippery slide. Find it. It ran away from the crowd. To the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's man. Bringing the heat. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for room, it's Dickens. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Oh, he's got some space. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Dickens. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Gets a pass to marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Dickens. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely defined.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The Razorbacks in the hurry up. The give on the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field. It's man. Firing to the right, complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Makes the grab on the left. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Gonna run it. It's Dickens. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's man. Here's the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, The offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. Wants to bring it back. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the air, it's man. Quickly complete. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes, and well, it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab. They've got the 1st down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the screen.
There he goes. Pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback on the keeper. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
I'll tell you, this is a guy, a quarterback, that I trust throwing the ball on 4th down, and I trust him running the ball on 4th down, too. Go with the option. Let him make the right read. He does. Calls his own number. His athleticism takes over. They pick up the 1st.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Back to pass, it's man. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Snagged in the middle, it's Dickens. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. And how about this call and excellent timing between the quarterback and running back on the angle route.
And how nice is it?
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Dropping back, it's man. Under fire. It's complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. The give to the left. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Line is set on third down. Here we go. On the run, it's Dickens. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
It's complete on the right side. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target?
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot. time after time.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. They're going back to the ground. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll try the run, and some room to work. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Looking for a man. It's man. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dickens. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Camarda. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Motion from the wideout. The give on the inside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out.
Turning it on! A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Looking to throw, it's man. Working that left side now. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Let's go! Let's go! Got his man on the right. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Leaves it with the running back. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Fires to the big fella. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The RPO fired complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the first down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Robbins. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Running into the open space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Third down play from the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Touchdown, Missouri! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every